Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of Unveiling Buddhism. In our last episode, we delved into a crucial moment of Siddhartha's life. Faced with the birth of his son Rahula, Siddhartha made a life-altering decision to leave behind his opulent princess assistants. On that very night, amidst the quietude of the palace, he stole a final glance at his slumbering wife Princess Yashodhara and their newborn son. The pursuit of profound answers to life's suffering beaconed him. And today, we will explore the transformative journey Siddhartha undertook as he stepped away from the comforts of his royal life. Let's dive in. Amidst the stillness of the night, Prince Siddhartha sought out his trusted charioteer and friend Channa. Siddhartha's decision to renounce his royal life was a revelation that burdened Channa's loyal heart. Despite the clear threat of retribution for assisting the prince's escape, Channa, undeterred, courageously saddled the white steed Kandaka. The risk of defying King Shuddhodana's aspirations for his son loomed large. Ancient kings could execute anyone who dared to defy their will. Anxiety gripped Channa, causing him to unwittingly over-tighten the saddle. And Kandaka's name pierced the silence of the night. Unseen to mortal eyes, devas, divine male entities or deities, worked tirelessly to ensure Siddhartha's path remained clear, and Kandaka's name did not alert anyone to their daring escape. Just before departure, Vasavatti Mara, the god of worldly desires, appeared before Siddhartha to tempt him.
Siddhartha, if you remain in the palace, you will become a universal monarch who rules the world.
Yet Siddhartha's determination was steadfast, and his goal was clear. He only sought an end to suffering for all beings.
Mara, I already know that I will be a universal monarch if I choose to stay, but secular gains no longer interest me. I shall unravel the way to cease suffering, for the benefit of all beings. Therefore, Mara, be gone.
With that strong resolution, Siddhartha mounted Kandaka and rode away. As Siddhartha left Kapalivastu, he briefly contemplated a final glance at his homeland. Ultimately, he resisted the urge and refrained from looking back. This location was later named Kandaka Nivatana, marked by a stupa, to commemorate his unwavering determination. Riding non-stop, Siddhartha bypassed the land of Shakya, Koliya, and Mala to arrive at the river Anoma. Upon Siddhartha's urging, Kandaka leaped over the river to land on the other shore. This momentous feat symbolized the crossing from the circular world to the shore of spirituality. Thus, a new chapter in Siddhartha's life began. Removing his jewelry, Siddhartha handed them to Channa and instructed him to return to Kapalivastu and announce Siddhartha's renunciation to the king.
Lord, please let me become a shramana too. I wish to stay with you.
Thrice, Channa pleaded with Siddhartha, and each time Siddhartha said no and repeated his request to Channa. Sensing Siddhartha's resoluteness, Channa stopped protesting Siddhartha's request. With solemn determination, Siddhartha took up his sword and severed his long hair, leaving only the length of 2 finger breadth atop his head. The hair on his head miraculously curled clockwise and remained thus throughout his life. With a swift motion, Siddhartha tossed his severed hair into the air, and another miracle occurred. The hair remained suspended in the air, and Saka, the king of Traya's Trimsa heaven, promptly collected that hair and enshrined it in a stupa in his heavenly abode. At that moment, Siddhartha was approached by an old man who appeared from nowhere. He offered the requisites and robes of a shramana to Siddhartha. Upon seeing Siddhartha's new shramana appearance, Channa finally accepted Siddhartha's new identity and purpose in life. He reluctantly led Kandaka away with heavy footsteps. And so, at the age of 29, a prince became a seeker of truth. It was something unheard of and would be praised for generations to come. Hello, fellow wisdom seekers. Today, we will explore the realm of renunciation, a concept frequently linked with Buddhism. Don't worry, it's not as intimidating as it may seem. Let's begin with the fundamentals. First things first, what is renunciation? According to the dictionary, it's the formal rejection of something, typically a belief, claim, or course of action, and even our way of living. Many folks mistakenly think it means abandoning our worldly duties and possessions, just like what they think Siddhartha did. Imagine this, letting go of all your belongings, quitting your job, and perhaps bidding farewell to your favorite pizza place. Sounds daunting, doesn't it? No wonder people feel a bit apprehensive about renunciation. Hey, but fear not, because renunciation is not just about losing everything. After all, life is a balance of losing and gaining. Just like the saying goes, you gotta let go to make room for the new. Let it go, let it go. Oops-a-daisy, excuse my impromptu concert. So why is renunciation important in Buddhism? Well, we can think of it as a transformation process to change for the better. Therefore, we need to let go of our not-so-great beliefs, habits, and deeds to perfect ourselves. For example, transforming ourselves into a couch potato, maybe? Remember Siddhartha? He had to renounce his luxurious palace life to focus on spiritual goals. Renunciation in this context is about reprioritizing our lives. But does practicing renunciation mean you have to become a monk, a nun, or adopt a monk-like or nun-like lifestyle? Well, yes and no. Yes, if you're talking about becoming just like Siddhartha. But hey, it's the inner quality of refocusing your life for enlightenment that matters. And you know what? We have the option to decide how we want to practice renunciation. For example, instead of 8 hours of Netflix, can we decide that 4 is enough? Without the right attitude, becoming a monk or a nun is just about wearing cool robes and taking self-important temple selfies. Unlike pre-Buddhist asceticism, Buddhist renunciation is not about rejecting the world as impure. It's about reprioritizing. You can be fully engaged in the world and still practice renunciation. It's more about how you manage your time, priorities, and mind. And there you go, an enjoyable exploration of renunciation in Buddhism. Do keep in mind, renunciation in Buddhism is not about relinquishing everything, but about reshuffling priorities for a more enlightened and fulfilling life. Before we go, don't overlook the opportunity to hit that subscribe button. Throw us a thumbs up and share this with the people you care about. Until next time, may your journey be filled with joy, compassion, and a touch of renunciation. See ya soon.